Hey guys, it's Francesca and today is Talking Tuesday, so I am so sorry. I feel like I have to say this every Tuesday, but I want to make sure I'm not all exposed. I was working a lot Tuesday, Monday, and Tuesday, so I was very busy and I had planned to film, and that didn't work out because I fell asleep because I was so tired, and blah 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 excuses, no one cares. Anyways, today's topic is something I definitely think is something that I need to talk about, and that has kind of been an issue, I think, for a long time. And this is, you're probably going to see why the title of the video, be a little confused, but I am talking about the F word. Now, I'm not talking about that F word, I'm talking about the word fat. This word bothers me. Not personally, because, I mean, if you want to call me fat, that's fine. Whatever, I don't care. But I hate that that word is thrown around so much. And, what does that word even mean? Fat. Like, we have fat in our body. So I don't know why people feel the need to call someone else fat. Like, people even call, like, hey, let's say someone weighed like 100 pounds. Okay, and then they gain a little weight. Oh, that person's gotten fat. No, that person gained a little weight, but who cares? The thing is, I've noticed, especially working around children, I've noticed that even little kids say that word a lot, even not towards other children, and that's something I'm going to get to in a minute, but even towards like random things. Like when I was working last week, this one little girl I was watching called um, a toy fat. She called him fat. I was like, she was talking about Mike Wazowski, from Monsters Inc. and Monsters University. She called him fat. He's not fat. He's a little green eyeball. There's there's nothing fat about him. I don't know why she felt the need. And I've also heard a lot of kids and the girls I watch are 9 and 10. I've also heard a lot of younger kids call other kids fat because they're different. So, oh, you're different, so we're just going to call you fat, or we're going to call you another name. I don't know why the term fat needs to be thrown around so much. First of all, just because someone is bigger than you doesn't mean you need to call them a name. Just because someone is different doesn't mean we need to call them a name. And this is something that bothers me because, yes, I'm a bigger person, and just because I may be larger than you doesn't mean you need to give me the title fat. Like, yes, I have fat on my body, so do you, and so does everyone else. So, since I have fat on my body, yeah, I may have more than you, but does that mean I can call you fat too? No, I hate that word. I hate the word fat. I was telling my mom this the other day, that, I don't know why fat has to be a word. I don't know why people have to use that term. And I feel like it gets used too much, like society. If you are not a size 2, you're fat, or you're overweight, or you're obese, or just clearly, I think a lot of people feel, I don't know, how do I put this? I don't think the word fat needs to be used. I don't think really people need to use any term to describe someone who is bigger or plus size or just a large person. I mean, there's some people who are just bigger people. Like, my brother is tall and he's got broad shoulders, but he's not fat. Like, he's 13, his body is growing, and, there's no need to call him fat. Like, yes, I'm a bigger person, I've got large, flabby arms, and if you want to call me fat, that's fine, but I don't think that term needs to be used to describe people who are larger, if that makes any sense. I know I'm kind of like going like a mile a minute, but this word just really bothers me, and I feel like society, like I said, likes to throw this word around, and it's used in movies and used as a joke, like, oh, look at that fat person. Like, no, you don't need to call him fat. Like, yeah, he's large, or he's a bigger person, he has a little extra meat on his bones. We don't need to call him fat. Like, there's no need for that. I also think that word, people don't realize that that word can be offensive. Like, I know a lot of people, I used to have extremely bad body image issues, and I know calling someone fat, like, people may think it's harmless, or people think it's funny to call someone fat, but that word can really damage someone, especially, I think now, I've seen this, this girl I go to high school with calls her baby fat. Like, she calls her child fat all the time, and I know other people have noticed this, and people call their children fat. You know, that's not okay. You shouldn't be criticizing your 2-year-old. You know, babies can't, you know, babies are helpless, and even adults and other kids, like, the word fat should not be used. I don't like the word fat. If you want to call me fat, that's fine, but I think you need to pick a new term, because I feel like the word fat is stupid and does not need to be used. I think fat is offensive. Like, this may be a little extreme, but I think if you were to call a black person the N-word, or if you know, what they call Hispanic people, or if you wanted to call someone with special needs the R word, and that is, if you want to hear me talk about that, I could do a whole video on the R word too, because I hate that word also. You know, I think fat, you know, it's not as extreme as those words, but I feel like it's offensive, it's rude, and there's just no need for it. So, don't call people fat. It's rude and it's mean. So, yeah, those are all my opinions. I had a lot to say. I always have a lot to say, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys got something from this. Please be nice, please be kind to everyone you come in contact with. I love you guys very much, and I will see you soon. Bye, guys.